Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo May 30th, 2022. Money or power dynamics can be tricky today, and you could find that you need more time to yourself. If you've been too focused on supporting others, getting to a better balance should be a priority today. Mercury is heading into a station as it turns retrograde early tomorrow. During this cycle that lasts until May 30 RD, problems may crop up more frequently, and there can be some inconvenient delays or turnarounds. Trusting your instincts may not be as straightforward as usual, and you may be looking back a lot more than you are looking forward. Past mistakes can return to your attention. You may also experience some interruptions or a state of limbo on some issues. Your thinking is more spiritual and less factual, which can be a definite asset if applied to the right things. Take extra steps to avoid revealing something you'd prefer to remain hidden. It's a good cycle for redoing and refining work already in progress. Examination of the past is appropriate now, but try not to get so caught up in it that you forget your priorities. Single or taken, the cosmos is challenging you to discern between what you genuinely value versus what you're portraying to the rest of the world. Trying to prove something to someone special? You don't owe anyone absolutely anything, but when considering today's opposition between your celestial ruler, the moon via your stability-seeking second house of comfort and value systems, and taskmaster Saturn via your intimate eighth house of mergers, shared resources, and collaborations, you're likely feeling torn between two worlds. The good news is that with Venus glimmering through your public 10th house of authority, no one would ever suspect your confusion. The financial focus from yesterday's first quarter moon in Capricorn will subside now that the moon is in earthy Virgo. Your intuition may feel heightened while the moon is in Virgo. Luna is focused on the details in your professional exchanges, correspondences, and interpersonal group dynamics. You will likely pick up on minute details in your conversations with coworkers during this lunation. Pay attention to what you are picking up on, but try not to ruminate on any intuitive messages to avoid becoming unnecessarily stressed out. Good news from far away could find you feeling good about your life, eagerly anticipating the upcoming months. Your thinking is sharp and clear, so this is a good day to make plans of any kind, particularly if they involve travel or education. If you have the feeling that the coming weeks are likely to bring some dramatic changes for the better, your instincts are likely correct. You clearly have a good reason to celebrate. Family and friends feel especially drawn to you and are paying you a great deal of attention. If you've been intending to renew old friendships or resolve a dispute, but didn't know how to go about it, now is the best time to cast aside your misgivings and go ahead. You will be welcomed and forgiven, and glad that you took the first step. Stay a step ahead of things and you'll stay happy. You're pretty much focused on the present, but you need to think at least a little bit about what's coming next. Aware of being able to get plenty of attention from admirers. Wherever you are, the looks you catch from others now and then are obvious and direct. Opportunities for romance are available, but don't overdo it, be selective, for despite the many chances for romance, disappointment still causes heartache. Your emotions are apt to be quite strong today, and you may find it difficult to act without having your intense feelings somehow play into the picture. Be careful of speaking without first thinking about how your words will affect the people around you. It is important for you to be receptive today in order to tune into the activity that surrounds your life. Be open to the opinions of others. As this day marks the beginning of the new cycle for the perfect number that you are, for positive vibrations will translate into a new enthusiasm and a real generosity towards those close to you. Above all, you could bring a new project to life with the participation of your friends or members of your family. They should be happy because you have a great chance of being successful in your undertaking. The moon's monthly visits to your relationship sector are always a valuable chance to check in and become more emotionally engaged, but especially this first visit since Pluto's retrograde turn here. While a clash with the dwarf planet Ceres, in her early days in Cancer yesterday may have stress-tested a balance between your personal and relationship needs. A friendly aspect to the Sun today is already turning this into an advantage. In his last full day in your friendship sector, a friendly aspect to the Moon is making this a good day for friendship and relationship building. The Moon's first visit to your relationship sector since Pluto's retrograde turn 3 weeks ago was always going to be a valuable chance to check in. However, what makes the timing auspicious is that the Moon is here and you are emotionally engaged as a friendly aspect between the Sun and Pluto peaks, something that is creating positive conditions for friendship and relationship building. Our eyes in the sky. Venus and Mars are aligned in Aquarius, giving us a chance to understand the way we partner and express our innermost sentiments to others. This connection offers us the romantic world if we choose to take it. Rather than make a major declaration of love, the Aquarius energy makes us take a step back and understand our feelings at a deeper level. Perspective is everything here, so you'd better be clear about what you feel when you feel it, because the next few weeks are going to be all-encompassing when it comes to romance. These two planets share a minor aspect with expansive Jupiter, which might accelerate all possibilities and make us feel as though the world is ours to conquer. Slow your roll before making any moves. You don't have to win a race. Love is about building connections and knowing the person on a soul level. Also, Mercury in the nodes of destiny square off, which can give you a push to spread your wings and fly, but only if you are on the right track and prepared to do so. You'll have warm feelings for the people you keep close, and you can enhance your connections today. You'll be feeling sociable, and communication will be very open. Being this in touch with how you feel while also being able to convey it exactly the way you like is a blessing. However, this comes with the countering energy of the Moon-Neptune square, making things seem slightly less real. Misperception is very likely at this time, so be careful not to react too seriously to anything, and be aware that you might be more sensitive than usual. The best thing would be to put your energy into creative outlets or some other method of escaping reality. You're sure to at least be resourceful enough to come up with some problem-solving ideas. Time limitations could give you a reality check, but you could be too motivated by possible success to think much about it. At midnight, the Moon enters Cancer, ending his void of course which began last night. Over the next 2 days, the Moon transits the sign of its exaltation, amplifying feelings of peace, harmony, and accord. Engage in activities that stimulate your senses and allow you to commune with nature. At this time, comfort takes primacy, which means we may be more stubborn or sluggish in our movements as we linger in each moment, stopping often to smell the roses. Shortly after the Moon enters Cancer, it squares Mars and Venus, stimulating our desire complexes in potentially frustrating ways. The heart wants what the heart wants, and it might now seem that what our heart wants has been denied to us. Perhaps this is a matter of unrequited feelings. Perhaps our needs have failed to be met. Perhaps we are simply uncomfortable airing romantic or gushy sentiments. We would love for things to be simple, but the extent of a circumstance's complexity makes for moodiness. We may also act a bit desperate, convinced that hearts can be changed if we simply dig in our heels and refuse to acknowledge another's interest or lack thereof. We must determine whether we are potentially hurting ourselves in our unwillingness to accept anything other than a simple answer.